Before we built roads, before we tamed the wind, the entire human story unfolded at 4 miles per hour. 100,000 years ago, a journey that takes you 20 minutes in a car would have required 2 full days of walking barefoot through territory that could easily kill you. There were no paths, no signs, and no guarantees. For almost all of human history, getting anywhere meant risking everything. We were never the fastest creatures on Earth. A cheetah can sprint at 70 miles per hour. A horse can run for miles. A human tops out at 15, and only for a few agonizing seconds before the lungs begin to burn. But speed was never our advantage. Endurance was. Our bodies are masterpieces of long-distance design. The arches in your feet act as springs. Your Achilles tendon recycles energy with every stride, saving your muscles from the full weight of the load. And while every other large mammal on the savannah overheats and is forced to stop, you possess 2 million sweat glands keeping you cool. We are not built to be fast. We are built to never stop. 70,000 years ago, that design allowed us to walk out of Africa. Generation by generation, small groups pushed into territory no human eye had ever seen. They crossed deserts, climbed mountain passes, and walked 15,000 miles into the unknown, all without knowing if a destination even existed. But walking only worked until we hit the water. For hundreds of thousands of years, a river or an ocean was an absolute wall. You either found a shallow crossing or you turned around. Until we chose to float. 65,000 years ago, humans looked out at the open ocean of Southeast Asia. Australia lay 60 miles away, completely invisible beyond the horizon. They couldn't see it. They couldn't drift there by accident. Yet they built makeshift vessels, stepped off solid ground, and paddled into an abyss. They left everything behind, with no promise of anything on the other side. Centuries later, their descendants would navigate the vast Pacific Ocean, traveling thousands of miles by reading nothing but the stars, the rhythm of the waves, and the flight of birds. Still, weight remained our enemy. You could walk 20 miles, but you couldn't carry a heavy payload without breaking your own body.
So we partnered with the wild. 5,500 years ago, on the vast steppes of Kazakhstan, humans tamed the horse. For hundreds of thousands of years, the fastest a human could move was walking speed. Suddenly, on horseback, we could hit 30 miles per hour. In a single generation, the world became 8 times smaller. Messages flew, trade routes stretched across continents. Warfare changed forever. Then came the wheel. Ironically, we crossed oceans and tamed stallions long before the wheel was ever invented. And it didn't even start as transportation. The first wheels were spinning discs used to shape pottery. It took centuries for someone to turn that disc on its side, attach it to a cart, and reinvent the world. When the spoked wheel finally met the paved road, empires became possible.
Today, we sit in metal boxes moving at 70 miles per hour and call it a chore. We fly across oceans in hours and get angry when the Wi-Fi is slow. We have made movement so effortless that it has become invisible. We conquered distance so completely that we forgot it was ever a problem. But every highway, every airport, and every set of tracks on this planet exists because an ancestor stood at the edge of the known world, looked at a dangerous horizon, and chose to take a step. They didn't know where they were going. They went anyway, because staying still meant dying, and moving forward is the most human thing there is.